We will try to understand JavaScript objects. Okay, these are very free classes, and classes will be conducted free classes thrice of a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 8 p.m. And whoever wants to be part of my classes, they can connect over Zoom. Okay, so now let us try to understand JavaScript objects. See here what happened here. In our real life, so many objects we are seeing in day-to-day life. Okay, in front of our life, so many objects are there. A car is an object, cycle is an object, human being an object. Everything which we are seeing and physically touching and feeling, that is called an object. See, so objects are what? They are the things like houses, cars, people, animals, or any other objects. Okay, so here car object in front of you, this is a car object. So for this car object is part of car class. Here object car, it is real time thing, real time object. So this object is part of car class, not fruit class, not human being class. It is part of only car class. So this car object has some properties. Properties sometimes don't conflict. Properties, variables, characteristics, fields, attributes. Okay, so car dot name is equal to Fiat. Understood that? Why? Because car, see, car class. Okay, here small here object dot name. Name is what? A property. So car name is what? Fiat. Car dot model. Every car has a model 500. Car dot weight 850 kilograms. Car dot color white. So all these properties which are related with that object, they are called the properties, variables, attributes. All are same. Somewhere fields, methods. Methods are what? The behavior of that object. What is how it behaves? Car runs. So car runs, it is not a property, it is the action of that car. So it is a behavior of that car. So that is called what? Start, run, okay, drive, brake, stop, okay, speed, acceleration, okay, brake, gear change, all are actions of that object. So that actions are called methods. Method, function, somewhat different, but function, method, they will do same. But here method is function is, whenever a function is written under a class, that is called method. That is the difference. If you write that separately without any under a class, so it is a function. So start, drive, brake, stop, all the actions which are related with that car physical object are called methods. And that properties, car name, weight, color, and model, all the properties which are related to object, they are called properties, other attributes, class variables, somewhere fields. Okay, so let us try to understand JavaScript. What are object properties? So a real life car has that properties like weight and color. They are the properties. Car dot name is equal to Fiat. Car dot model is equal to 500. Car dot weight is equal to 850 kg. Car dot color. Why car dot color? All these properties can be accessed by two ways, either by class name, otherwise object name, but dot operator will be compulsory. So if you see here, car is a class. Okay, this object car, which brand? The Fiat brand, model 500. So see, every property is being accessed with the dot operator. Okay, so now, so as I told you that object have the same properties but the values differ from car to car. Understood that all these properties same to all cars but their values may be differ. So we can simply say that car is the object creator. Car class, every class, that is the object constructor. To construct the object, car class will be used. So car class, not car class is the blueprint, design template to construct the objects. Here all these properties, name, car, model, weight, color, they all may be equal to all car objects. Same properties, all car objects, they will have same properties but the values differ from car to car. Values may be differ car to car. Toyota car has weight 850 kg, so Fiat car has somewhat maybe low or high color. Some cars has white color, some colors has blue color. Car model. Okay, so some car brand name may be Fiat, some car brand name may be your Toyota, like that. So object methods, as I told, every real-time object has some actions. The actions means the functions of that object, how it works. Okay, every function of that object is called method. Like car, real object has start and stop actions. Car runs, car accelerates, car, so many actions of car has. So that actions, that they are called the functions or methods. Function, I have defined the difference. If you write any function inside of a class, part of a class, that function will become method. So how we can access that methods? Car dot start, car dot drive. So that moment, see the difference between attributes and attributes means property. Whenever we are calling the methods, these brackets, closing, open and close bracket, they are called parentheses. They indicate that is a method or function. Okay, car dot break, car dot stop. So car object have the same methods. Every car has same method. It may be Toyota car runs and Maruti car runs, same action, but methods are performed at different times. Okay, that is very important. So methods are performed at different times. That is very important. JavaScript variables. So whenever I have conducted more classes over all the languages, initially I started to teach Python, Java. Okay, that moment I told you that variables are what? In any language, variables are the names kept for computer memory locations. In computer's memory, so many memory locations are there. So if I want to store the data in that memory locations, okay, I can store, but at the time of retrieval of data, if I want to get back of the data, how can I access the data? Out of crores, out of millions of memory locations. So every memory location will be named, labeled with a name. That names are called variables. So we can simply say that variables are what? Names of memory locations, computer memory location. So JavaScript variables are containers to store the data. Okay, containers nothing but memory locations. They are being used to store the data. That's why they are stating containers. So in memory locations we will store the data. So that memory location has a name. So whenever I want to retrieve the data, I will use that name of that memory location. So it is very simple to call them, but by name, by by number of memory location, very difficult to call them, because numbers may be in millions. Okay, so this code assigns a simple value fiat to a variable named car. So here fiat is what? A value. Which type of value? String. Why? Because string always will be kept in double quotation marks. So car is a variable. Okay, and the car is assigned with the value fiat. So every time in JavaScript, in the initial class I told you that we can create the variables in different ways. From that, let is a way to create your variable. Okay, by let we can create this. So let us see. Syntax will be what? There we have seen only one line of command. See here, only one line of command, let car is equal fiat. But if whenever I'm seeing this much of code, why I am looking this much of code here? That is the magic here. That's why I told you that many times. Whenever you want to learn the JavaScript, before that you should have knowledge over HTML. Without HTML, directly if you want to jump to learn that JavaScript, somewhat you will be in confusing. You can learn, it's not that difficult. Okay, I never say it is very difficult to all of you, but it is very simple to learn all the things. But the basic thing is that if you want to learn JavaScript, before that you must be familiar with HTML, CSS, JavaScript. All these are web page programming language. If anybody wants to become website developer, okay, he should have the knowledge over all these three languages: HTML, CSS, cascading style sheet, and JavaScript. So here only one statement, let car is equal fiat. But why I'm looking this much? See here what happened here. Try to understand yourself. I told you that the JavaScript code will be written inside of the HTML and inside of script tags. So inside of HTML, this is the HTML total code. Inside of this, wherever you found script tags, here this is the script, open script start tag, script end tag. You can find end tag with / script. Okay, inside of this code, whatever we have written, that is called your JavaScript code. Rest of the code here HTML code. No any CSS code written here. Okay, CSS code will be written inside of the style and inside of style start tag, style end tag. Okay, here create a variable. So here comments also in JavaScript, for single line comments, / will be used. Let car is equal to fiat. Fiat is the value, string value assigned to car variable. In JavaScript, every variable will be created in different. One is let. Okay, let. Okay, so in JavaScript, variables will be created in different way. One is that let, another one is that by var keyword, and automatically variables will be created. Otherwise const var keyword. Okay, var will also be used to create, var keyword will also be used to create the variable. So var will also be used to create the variable. So here how car variable created, let key by keyword is equal to value assigned fiat. Then document dot get element by id. So I told you that many times, get element by id is the method, JavaScript HTML method, mostly used JavaScript HTML method to find the HTML element, by demo property. Okay, demo property, and dot inner HTML will be used to find the HTML content. within the HTML element. Okay, so now by get element by id method and attribute by demo, okay, dot inner HTML will be used to find the content, HTML content. Here content is what? Where is that HTML content? That is what? Okay, plus car. Okay, so that car will get. So if you run this code, now what happened here? See what happened here. See, car fiat, car creating a variable. So variable created in JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript variables is the header. JavaScript variables written under h1 element. Every element has two tags, start tag, end tag. So JavaScript variables written inside of the header element. So that is being displayed as JavaScript variables. So in creating a variable, it is subheading under main heading, subheading. So creating a variable subheading also will be written inside of your header section h2. Okay, like that header sections up to I think h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6. So id demo, that will be written inside of your paragraph element. That id will be used in your get element by id method demo. Okay, demo. Okay, demo. Okay, that is very important to write this demo attribute inside of your paragraph element. That demo value to be assigned to id attribute. Okay, id attribute is assigned with demo value. Now for inner HTML we need to write, this is what, car to the string to be displayed on the screen. So here if you write cars, so you will get cars there. If you write cars here, there's no any problem. Run this cars. Okay, if you write whatever the script, whatever the string you want to see on the, that is what cars, it is a string data to be represented on, it is to be displayed on your car underscore like this if you have written. So whatever the string you will kept inside of double quotation marks, that will be shown on the screen, plus symbol to be used, and then car is what? Our variable which is created by with the let keyword. I told you that in JavaScript variables will be created different automatically by var keyword, by let keyword, by const keyword, const const. So our variable is name is car. So that is okay, and the value assigned for that car variable is fiat, that will be displayed here. Okay, the value assigned for car variable is fiat, that will be displayed. Understood that? So that is assigned to what? Dot inner HTML. So inner HTML, dot inner HTML, it is used in get element by id method. Okay, get element by id method will be used to find the HTML content, element, and by dot inner HTML we will find the HTML content. Okay, here content is what? Variable. So for car variable, whatever the value assigned, that is fiat, will be displayed here. Understood that? Now come down here. Where is the class? So we were understanding about the objects, real-time objects, in how to define how to create the real-time objects under class, okay, in JavaScript. So this is the way to create the objects and to assign the values to assign JavaScript variables. So JavaScript objects are what? Objects are variables too. They are also variables, okay? Objects are nothing but they are also variables. But objects can contain many values. One object may have many values. So one object contain how many have values. Color. Car is an object, it has color, weight, height. Okay, so many colors are so many variables of any objects. So one object has many variables, and that many variables assigned with many values, different values. Okay. So in car we have seen so many color, weight, height, and model, make, year. All are at many variables of a object, many values. So here many values assigned to that object through variables Fiat 500 white to an object named car. So that object of car, many values assigned for different variable. Here Fiat, the value assigned to name variable. 500 is what? 500 maybe it's weight. So weight variable, this value assigned. White, color, for color variable white. I told you that all that variables are called object for that class variable, class variables, fields, attributes, okay, properties. So here see, one car variable created, but keyword const. I told you that variables in JavaScript can be created in different ways. One is that by using of keyword where variable can be created in JavaScript. By let keyword can be used to create variable. Automatically variables will be created. Const means constant. Car is a variable. Here type Fiat, model 500, color white. When do you use const? Now whatever the values I have assigned, they can't be changed. That moment I confirmed that these values never to be changed. That moment const keyword will be used in just before of the variable. Let us see what happened here. As I told, same the JavaScript code will be written in HTML, but JavaScript you can find the code in scripts. So create an object. So how to create an object in JavaScript? So const, one variable will be created by const keyword is equal to, inside of flower braces we need to define all that variables. Type is equal to Fiat is a string and that is assigned to, okay, type. Now comma, model 500 and color white. All these three, okay, we can simply say, like in Python they are called key pairs. Every key has a value. Dictionary, like it is looking like dictionary values in Python. What we have studied in Python dictionary, what we have studied, that every pair has a key and value. That is called key is what? Type, model, like what you know. So this is create an object, display data from that object. To display data from that object, what is object is what here. So now get element by id method and demo attribute and inner HTML, both will be used to find the content element of HTML element and content. The car type is, this is the string I want to see on the display. that is to be assigned to inner HTML. Okay, content. The car type is this. Car type we will see on the car type is plus car dot type. Car dot type. Okay, so now closed. You are getting car dot type is Fiat. The car dot type is Fiat. Okay, this is a text you want to see. The car. So if you remove this